So today we're going to be talking about every single UFC champion's toughest test. Now, starting off in the flyweight division, obviously champion is Pantoja. Realistically, this guy's absolutely destroyed this division. He's beaten majority of the people in it. I don't really see many people that give him any sort of threat, to be honest. But this man right here, Kai France, coming off a big win over Steve Usyk. He knocked him out in the first round. What baffles me is that some people thought Steve Usyk beat Pantoja.
Bruh.
Pantoja's already beaten Kai France on The Ultimate Fighter years ago, but Kai France stylistically gives Pantoja his toughest test. I know some people like to say Tatsuro Taira would give him a tough test, but Tatsuro Taira's striking is maybe on the level of Paul Craig. I don't know if I'd go that bad, but it's getting close to that realm. Kai France, great takedown defense. We've seen that in the Askarov fight. Whatever happened to that guy, shout out to him. We've seen good takedown defense in there. We've seen good takedown defense throughout his entire career. And on the feet, Kai France is a great kickboxer, and he is very, very powerful. Who do we know in the flyweight division that's flatlining people the way Kai France is? Literally nobody. This guy will give Pantoja a tough test, but like I said, Pantoja is just levels above the guys in this division, to be honest. I don't see anybody beating him, but if anybody is going to beat him at the minute, it is Kai France. Right, moving on to the Bantamweight division. Right, current champion is Merab. Merab's toughest test is 100% Umar Nurmagomedov. Now, I think Umar Nurmagomedov is going to beat Merab. Now, stay with me here. Stay with me, please. I think Umar is going to beat Merab, unfortunately. Well, actually, hearing that Umar actually is training with a fractured, is it forearm? There could be something in that. But anyway, I'm picking with Umar to beat him. I think Umar's toughest test, if he does become champion, let's just say that, because Merab's toughest test, Umar, and we're getting that fight. So that's a bit of a boring answer. Outside of that, Merab comfortably beats everybody. Maybe Sean O'Malley, I think, would be his toughest, which is crazy to say because he clearly beat Sean O'Malley. But I think you need to chin Merab, and Sean O'Malley is the most likely candidate here to chin him. But Umar Nurmagomedov's toughest matchup, if he becomes champion, is Petr Yan. I would love to see that matchup. Petr Yan does have really good takedown defense, and on the feet, he's one of the best strikers right now in the UFC. That there's cinema. I want to see that matchup if Umar does beat Merab. If Merab beats Umar, I think they do the O'Malley rematch right away, but I think O'Malley's his toughest test based off the fact that if anybody's going to chin him, it's going to be O'Malley. But I still think he beats O'Malley in a rematch. Moving on to the featherweight division. Look, I'm going to be honest. Nobody in this division really gives Topuria problems.
Bruh.
Not Volkanovski. Diego Lopez, maybe. Not Movsar Evloev. I know people feel like, oh, he's going to take him down and control him. Ilia Topuria knocks this guy out inside 2 rounds. Same with Diego Lopez. This might be a bit of a cop-out answer, but I'm going to do it for both of them anyway. Let's just kill the 2 birds with the 1 stone. Ilia Topuria's toughest matchup is Islam Makhachev, and Islam Makhachev's toughest matchup is Ilia Topuria. Just going to be honest. Islam Makhachev right now, there's nobody in the lightweight rankings that I think will beat this guy.
Brother.
Nobody right now. Arman Tsarukyan gave him a close fight. Arman took that fight on short notice and he debuted in the UFC. Both guys have really improved since then, but Islam has just improved so much more in my opinion. Oliveira got beat easy by Islam first time round, and I'm an Oliveira fan. Justin Gaethje, I don't know why I'd want to see this matchup, but again, I don't think Gaethje beats him. Poirier we've already seen. Holloway, I want to say Holloway gives him his toughest match, but I don't know. But yeah, Islam Makhachev is Ilia Topuria's toughest test, and Ilia Topuria is Islam Makhachev's toughest test, if that makes sense. Now, if we're going pure divisional based, Islam's toughest test, I'm just going to say it is Max Holloway.
Bruh.
I'm going to say it's Max Holloway, and fuck you if you disagree with me. And Ilia Topuria is Diego Lopez then. Right, let's move on. Welterweight, we have got Bilal Muhammad. Now, a lot of people will probably say Shavkat Rakhmonov, but I haven't fallen for the trap. I haven't been lured in by this aura merchant. I see him for what he is. Bully B schools him. Factual information. Leon Edwards, as much as I'd want to pick this guy to be his toughest matchup, it's not him. It's not Kamaru Usman. Look, let's just get right to it. It's Sean Brady.
Bruh.
Lie. It's JDM or Joaquin Buckley. And you know what? To be different, I'm saying Joaquin Buckley. I think Joaquin Buckley is the dark horse of this division. I mean that. I really do believe that. I know he just beat Colby Covington, so I might be just getting ahead of myself. But this guy, and the big thing about him was, obviously he can crack. Great striker, extremely powerful. And the way he was able to defend Colby Covington's takedowns, right? Bilal Muhammad, I'm probably going to give the grappling edge to him now because I think Colby's best days are behind him. But you've seen how Joaquin Buckley was able to defend him. I think he would outstrength Bilal Muhammad, especially early on. But then that's the thing with Joaquin Buckley. The guy doesn't seem to slow down now. Like, I'm not watching him fight. I was watching the Colby Covington fight, and people say, oh, he slowed down. But, like, to what extent? Because he was still piecing up Colby Covington. So the guy doesn't slow down. I think Joaquin Buckley takes Bilal Muhammad's head off. Being honest, I think Joaquin Buckley also beat Shavkat Rakhmonov. Joaquin Buckley is Bilal Muhammad's toughest test. Being serious. Let's move on. DDP, it's Khamzat Chimaev. Now, I was kind of thinking, well, we'll avoid the Khamzat one. Who's Khamzat's toughest test? But it is DDP as well. So that's that division. I want DDP to beat Khamzat Chimaev so bad.
Brother.
But it's not going to happen. DDP was taken down and controlled by Derek Brunson. I'm going to say that in every video I talk about this fight, okay?
Bruh.
Every single video I talk about this fight, I'm going to bring up the fact that Derek Brunson took down and controlled DDP. Every single time I talk about this fight, Khamzat Chimaev beats him, but if anybody is going to be able to beat Khamzat Chimaev, it's the ultimate gaslighter DDP. Because DDP can match him in strength. I just don't think his takedown defense is there or his get-ups. But DDP, if he can survive the first 2 rounds, he stops Khamzat Chimaev. Factual information. Moving on to the light heavyweight division. Now, nobody get in here and say Khalil Roundtree or any of that shit. Carlos Ulberg, get out of here. Nobody even say Magomed Ankalaev to me. Alex Pereira's toughest test is Jan Blachowicz.
Bruh.
Facts. It's Jan Blachowicz. The guy arguably beat him first time round.
But what the hell,
It's Jan Blachowicz. He is his toughest test. If Jan Blachowicz wasn't at altitude, he beat Alex Pereira.
Bruh.
I'm dying on that hill. Jan Blachowicz is his toughest test. When he knocks out Carlos Ulberg at UFC Fight Night London, we're seeing the rematch. And we're seeing Jan Blachowicz, 95 years of age. Look at that. Jan Blachowicz become champion. And in the heavyweight division, again, I could kind of be like, well, Tom Aspinall, I think, is going to beat John Jones. So who's his toughest test? Nobody. I really don't see who gives him a tough test. So John Jones's, who is the unified champion right now, I believe, or undisputed, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Tom Aspinall is the interim champion. Vice versa are both each other's toughest test. Yeah, think we can all agree on that one. Let me know your opinions in the comments below. What is every UFC champion's toughest test? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I can't believe our first event back is a fight night in the Apex with Mackenzie Dern's headlining it. Good night.